I was so amazed that for the first time I heard that a boss introduces his subordinate, her subordinate, I mean, to the members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod of the city of Carlota, Ma'am Karen Aguirre, Ma'am Gibbs. Why are we going to celebrate this Independence Day? Number one is to awaken the Filipino people of the responsibility and patriotic commitment of the youth to commemorate the heroism, nationalism, and sacrifices of their forefathers in the struggle of independence. Second, to instill in their minds the greatness of the race, the legacy of the heroes, and the ideals of nationhood. Third, to rally behind the 16-point agenda with an emphasis on incorruptible leadership. And the last is to unite and celebrate freedom and liberty of the nation. My dear friends, I would like to explain these four objectives by way of telling you once again the history of the Philippines, starting with the travel of the Negritos or the Aetas from the Central Asia, and that includes, you know what Central Asia is. Now, that includes the countries of India, Nepal, and going to the southern satellite countries of the former USSR. They traveled by foot. We do not know yet the reason behind of that long journey. Next are the group of people right down the Philippines, and that is the Indonesians. The third, which is very notable, is that of the flight, of the travel, of the sea travel of the Malaysians, which according to history, naghalin sila sa Borneo tungod sa kapintas sa ila ng mga leaders nito. That starts the historical independence of the first group of the so-called Filipinos, the Malayans. Following the southwest wind of using the barangay, they landed the sinagbuhan in San Joaquin, and they for the first time experienced independence. The life of these forefathers that we had, was said to be nag-istoryahanay sila sa mga ate naton nga mga forefathers hasta nga nanging mauswag ang mga lugar sa Western Visayas hasta nga in-enjoy na ang independence sa sininga grupo sa tao. But it didn't last long because when the Spaniards came to the Philippines, kung natandaan niyo ba ang kanta ni Benjamin, on March 15, on March 16, 1521, the Philippines was discovered by Magellan. Can you still sing it? But right or days after the Spaniards landed the Philippine soil was again a very remarkable fight of a certain tribe, and that happened in Mactan Island. That was the Battle of Mactan. Ginpakita sining mga Cebuano ang ilang patriotism, ang love of country, and of course the love of independence. Lapu-Lapu killed Magellan. There was a joke before who killed Lapu-Lapu, who killed Magellan. So the answer to was Lapu-Lapu. What is Lapu-Lapu? And the answer was Cosinero. Because according to them, Lapu-Lapu is a fish, a first-class fish. So, isang napatay na si Magellan, another fleet from Spain went to the Philippines and conquered the Philippine Islands, having Manila as the base. It took more than 300 years of struggle, of fight for independence. Kaya siguro, itatanan na nakalo kung dahil sino ini ang mga famous Filipino fighters, not only by sword, not only by guns, but also by pen. One of them is the greatest national hero, and that is Jose Rizal. Kung si Apolinario Mabini nagbato para sa independence using his brain. That is why he was known as the brain of revolution. Although siya piang lupod, gingamit ang utot sa pagbato. Kung si General Emilio Aguinaldo, who happened to be the first President of the Philippines, nakipagbato using his guns and swords. Si Jose Rizal used his pen for Philippine independence. Until we won. And it so happened that today is the 113th anniversary. The first independence of the Philippines happened June 12, 1898 in Tawit, Cavite, where the first national flag sewn by 3 women in Hong Kong was unfurled. The first Philippine national anthem was sung as arranged by William Philippe. Again, wala naman nagtugay ang independence sa Pilipinas because America wanted to govern Philippines. Election was done telling the people that everybody has the right to run for any position, but because of the 3 criteria set. Ano ito mga criteria? Kinahanglan kuno high profile ka sa society, which is di kung imol ka gali, wala ka man yapon sansa. Kinahanglan you have a high character, and the last, you should have an honorable conduct. Anong natabo? It is still the Ilustrado who governed the Philippines. Kilala ka mo sa mga Ilustrado? Sila ang mga manggaranon, sila ang may pinakamalapad na duta, ang may pinakadako na influensya sa komunidad. They were even known as the Balimbing, the first Balimbing group in the Philippines. So, Philippines again was under the American control, and it was very long, but not as long as that of the Spanish regime. Later, Philippines was freed, pero ara naman, World War II erupted, and we were invaded by Japan. Sigurado na yung klase sa independensya sa Pilipinas? No? Pero hindi magtugal? But because of the help of the Allied forces spearheaded by the Americans, the biggest naval invasion in history happened, which happened in Leyte Gulf, atong natawagan natin nga Leyte Landing. That was in 1940s. And according to MacArthur, before ato ang tumbanay ito, I shall return. No? Pinakasikat ng linya sa gira, I shall return. So after 3 years, nga tututuwag na gigalaway, Philippines got her freedom again. And some of those who fought for our democracy, who fought for our independence, are here. Ang bana nila wala na, pero ara na pangasawa. So, ari pa sila kag nag-enjoy sa Philippine Independence. Later, ara na siya ang independensya sa Pilipinas. Pero, we are suffering again from lack of freedom. Freedom sa ano? Freedom sa kapigaduhon. Freedom sa sala kapagpalagad sa aton gobyerno. Hindi man tanan, pero may arakin. Freedom because we cannot elevate our socio-economic status. Because, you know, si Rizal nagsulat sa poem, ang title sa to the Filipino youth. Nga, ano pala, nga ang nagsulat siya sa to. Because according to Rizal, Spaniards often say that Filipinos are lazy people. They always wanted to have a boss in order to live. They only wait for blessings and graces according to the Spaniards. And hopefully, it doesn't happen now because I believe that Filipinos are hardworking people. Why is it that we should love independence? When I was in high school, siling nila, kung awayon abis ang Amerika at Pilipinas, mas my inheritance for my country and for the Filipino youth. Good morning and happy Independence Day.